And now we're pretty well set up, because in combination between Ristic Study and our commander bouncing our creatures back to our hand, we should be in good shape to regularly draw cards off of Satoru as well as Kaito and Ristic Study, refilling our hand and start really going off here soon. And I can't attack or block, so let's attack in. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Attack. Oh no, oh no. Welcome, friends. I am Average your host of Average Presents, coming at you live at Average Presents on Twitch, or if you're watching later on YouTube at Average Yeah, bring it in, Zen community. We are recording on a Brawling Friday. It is my favorite day of the week. Group hugs, everybody. Let us share the love of Magic the Gathering together. And if you would, share the love with me a little bit. If you haven't already, give us a like, subscribe, comments, follows, all that good stuff. It does help out the channel. Always love seeing it. And we have a new commander for this channel. Today we are playing with Kaito Dancing Shadow in a damn... I'm calling it Kaito Dancing Brawls. I don't know. I'm stretching for names on this one, okay? It's got dancing in the name. At any rate, this is, I think, one of the trickier Kaitos to play. Of course, we've got them all in this deck, or at least all the good ones that I can think of. And why is it tricky to play with? Well, because it wants you to return creatures to your hand, which normally is not a great strategy unless you're playing things like ninjas, which is clearly built around, since the +1 says target creature can't attack or block until your next turn. The problem we found, including in previous Kaito games that we've had played, was that it's sometimes hard to get the ninjas in the right positioning. So if we can bring them back to our hand, not only do we get to activate Kaito once more, with this +1 saying a target creature can't attack or block until our next turn is wonderful. And then whenever one of our creatures we control deal combat damage to a player, we may return one of them to its owner's hand. If we do, we may activate loyalty abilities of Kaito twice this turn rather than only once. I am almost never using the -2 here. We're using the +1 to clear the way and prevent attackers, and then using the 0 after we bounce a creature back to our hand. What creatures might you ask? Well, Ornithopter's classic with ninjutsu. We've also got the Imperium Thopterus in alchemy, making us more Ornithopters every turn, to ninjutsu in all of our great ninjas. Yes, and we also have the ability to ninjutsu in, if we ever find Satoru Umezawa here, you can say each creature card in your hand has ninjutsu 3, and we can also, always make things unblockable completely with Asa God of the Sea, or you get in all of our Ornithopter flyers and ninjutsu our way to victory. Maybe through Bitter Blossom tokens, maybe through Mischievous Mystic, since we're almost always going to be drawing another card. My fun win con here is maybe ninjutsuing out Primal Odin, or repeatedly bouncing it back to our hand with things like, where are we at here? Where's the kitty? Displacer Kitten, where are you? You're in. No, we took Displacer Kitten out, and that's right, because we're ninjutsuing it so much. We have Thassa Deep Dwelling, though, that'll bounce it. I also like that we have things like, we're running Rogue's Passage here. We also have the new one, Secret Tunnel, which is from Avatar, because it says pay 4 2 target creatures you control that share a type can't be blocked this turn, whereas Rogue's Passage only gets us in 1. So I think that could be useful in this deck. If you want the full deck list, you can always hit !deck in chat. No, wait, I'm stuck on saying that. You can always look at the video description below on YouTube and check that out. One thing of note, you'll find a non-ninjas in here, but one of the best ones, though, is absolutely Towerport Mage. Again, if we are finding ourselves in situations where we have a lot of ninjas on the battlefield, that we can't get in with, and not a lot in our hand to ninjutsu in, well, we can always bounce them back. With Dowerport Mage and draw a card in the process. Even better, get ninjas back, maybe draw more ninjas. Yep, let's take it in the queue, see what we can do with Kaito Dancing Brawls. Maybe ninja stuff. Alright, up against Atali, Primal Conqueror. Gonna put out a big dino, steal our stuff, cast a free card from both of our decks, and then swing in, probably transforming for massive poison, instant wind damage. We'll see if we can prevent this. That would be in our best interest. I think we've got a pretty good setup here. The Prosperous Thief is probably one of the better ninjas in our deck. Alright, Undercity Sewers, come on down, show us what we have on top. Ninja Blades, alright, we'll do that. Together with Bitter Blossom, that might get interesting. Polytech's not known for their flyers. Alright, Bitter Blossom, go! Alright, Secret Tunnel. Let's go Heuristic Study. Gwenna, oh no. Alright, we make a token. We're gonna go what? I think we attack in. We're gonna ninjutsu in the Prosperous Thief. Get in, make a treasure. Alright. Good so far. Now, we're gonna bounce Gwenna back to hand with that treasure. Definitely worth it. And play our land for turn. Rada. Uh-oh. Oh, we have Satoru. We have found Satoru. That is brilliant. Alright, this is equipped to... I guess the best option here is attack with everybody. You know what? We're gonna do that. Excellent. Alright, now lets us cast Satoru. And now we're pretty well set up, because in combination between Heuristic Study and our commander bouncing our creatures back to our hand, we should be in good shape to regularly draw cards off of Satoru as well as Kaito and Heuristic Study, refilling our hand and start really going off here soon. Oh, especially with Ninja Blades and Primal Odin. Oh man, this is about to get sticky. It's about to get very sticky for our opponent. They can't attack or block. So let's attack in. Make a treasure. Return the Umazawa Prowler, or Nezumi Prowler to our hand. Draw a card. Nice, we got a land for turn. Even better. Alright, let's grab ourselves the Watery Grave. We will have this intertapped. We do have Detect Intrusion up, which is even wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful with our deck. We can pay blue and return a tapped creature to our hand to counter a spell. An instant sorcery or trigger ability, that is. do that. I think we're gonna let that go. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay, you cannot attack or block. Let's go Thassa. Alright. Attack. Oh no. Oh no. That worked pretty well. Alright, Natali. We kept never got the chance to come out and play with our cards. So anytime that happens and you win in the game of Natali and they never touched your library, I consider that a moral victory. We just kind of ran away with the game there with our ninjas. Dance the night away. Kaito, you elegant soul, you romantic, you poet, you bohemian. Kaito should have been in Moulin Rouge. Alright, Emery, Lurker of the Lock, famously likes to cast artifact spells out of the graveyard. And gets a discount, has Infinity, so could be getting into play very early. So, it's probably good that we have Wash Away in hand. Alright then, let's go with... I mean, they could play Emery next turn, even without Affinity. So let's hold up the Wash Away. Semblance Anvil. Oh. What did they exile? Is it an artifact? Sky Scanner. I thought it might be. Alright then. Well, here's Midnight Clock. I like it. Oracle of the Alpha. Reality Fulcrum. Oh man. What is going on? They didn't cast their commander. Why aren't they casting their commander? Alright, they have a bunch of artifacts into the graveyard. They're drawing cards on our turn. Very cool. They knew what that was. I guess we guess Kaito. You know, what does this do? Nah, I don't like that. Let's get you out of here. And we'll stall the game out a little bit longer. I mean, hopefully they're just fumbling around with their various baubles and artifacts and whatnot and haven't gotten to a real game plan yet. I mean, it does have affinity here, but the more we can make it cost, the better. They got a Time Twister in the graveyard. Wonderful. I'm not at all worried. Alright, we found another Kaito. Let's go. We didn't find another land. That's what we did not find. Alright, well, let's Moonsnare Specialist out you. And bounce Emery back to your hand. Alright, cool. Satoru, the Infiltrator. Will you find us a land? Gosh, I hope so. Oh, they have a paradox engine. That's pretty much game, isn't it? We'll see where this goes. Do they actually have something with the reality fulcrum? And the Hedron archive. But they don't have a way to draw cards. Okay, well, I guess they can sacrifice the Hedron archive. I'm okay with that, I guess. Alright. Alright, well. That's a lot of things, and that's their win con there, the Etherflux reservoir in the graveyard. We're gonna need to see if we can empty their graveyard very quickly. Alright, what do we draw? We need an answer. Oh, they cast Time Walk. I see. I was like, why isn't it our turn? I understand now. Liquid metal coating. Okay. What are we getting back? The bobble? Okay. Excellent. Looks like we're not out of the game yet. We will need some assistance, though. I mean, they've got 7 mana. If you're not counting mana rocks, we have 4. Alright, yep. Cool. Oh, and now they can just pretty much cast their entire library, getting Cryogen Relic. Yeah, we're not going to sit here and watch them cast their entire library. This could go on for a while. Now that they have Cryogen Relic, they can just draw and keep on doing that. And with Paradox Engine out, they can keep on untapping and recasting Paradox Engine with Emery, because she'll untap. Let's try again. I mean, they're using multiple extra turn spells. So they're just going to look until they can find something that'll return instants back to their hand. And then that's a lock. Even if they probably didn't even need that, but it's still a lock. I'm not going to sit through it, but who's got time for that? Alright, we'll see. I think we would have done a lot better if we actually would have drawn some mana there. Would have been nice. If it weren't for the midnight clock, we probably wouldn't have done anything. Glarb, Calamity's Augur. Is this the one that likes graveyards? It is, isn't it? Yes, play lands and cast spells of mana value 4 or... No, wait. 2/4 Death Touch. Look at the top card of your library anytime. Oh, Surveil 2. That's what I was getting, the graveyard thing. Play lands and cast spells from mana value 4 or greater from the top of your library. Gotcha. Alright, this is not bad. I like Circuit Mender. I wish it had evasion, but we'll try this. Alright, let's go and get ourselves our Surveil land, as is custom. Shipwreck, we get a lot of lands in our hand. Let's pass on that. Now we have the opposite problem. We're throwing away lands. That's how it works. Alright, they got a Bloom Tinder. We will definitely, I think, go with the Silver Fur Master. Hope it doesn't get shot down immediately. They are at 4 mana already. Yep, there's the commander. Gonna make it very difficult to attack into. Alright, Deathrite Shaman. I see you, I see you. I think we gotta go with the Circuit Mender and just wait and see what happens here. No attacks. 4 mana is kind of where we want to be. That way we can get Kaito out and make Glarb unable to attack or block. I don't see them blocking with Deathrite Shaman or Bloom Tender. Alright then. They got 5 mana. Muldrotha. Okay, there we go. Now we're a full graveyard deck. There you go. Alright, well, all we can do is play our commander. And pray. We're gonna say Muldrotha can't attack or block until our next turn. That seems good. No, I mean, they for sure block. We need to get in a position where they don't add another creature to the board here, so we can get ahead at their end step by playing Venser and bouncing something back, and then we can do Kaito's +1. And now they have a displaced circuit. Fun. A card I almost put in here, but the fact is we just don't have that many non-creature spells because we're doing so much ninja stuff. I mean, look at our hand. We have 2, half of it is creatures. Okay, we got a swamp. Let's go +1 on AU. This costs 4. Yeah, we don't have enough mana to do both. I think. What we do is we attack. And then flash in Venser. Oh no. They go for the throat on the Silver Fur Master. Okay. Well, I can't pay anything for that. And they just displace our kitten. The Muldrotha. We are not having a good time, are we? I guess we bounce the Muldrotha back to their hand then. Well, that is not great. Alright, well, we'll get to draw a card, I guess. Oh, wonderful. Another land. My goodness. Not looking great, is it? Arcane Signet and a go for the throne. Alright. We may be in trouble here. We're going to have to hit something pretty good off the top few cards. We might actually be in a situation here where minusing Kaito seems like a viable plan, and that's not a great place to be in. I mean, yeah, they definitely go for the Arcane Signet, right? And then what? Bounce who? The Bloom Tender? Okay. What's gonna happen? Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me, game? Are you kidding me right now? How do we still have 3 lands in hand? Let's try to thin it out. We'll do what we can. You guys, you're holding up priority. Alright then, they don't care. Their name is Will Snore. Alright then, I have no idea what I just clicked on. That's unfortunate. Okay, I think the play is, in fact, to make, for the first time ever, a drone token. And then, I think we just hold off. Because spectral restitching is an instant. And we can target 5 things with it right now. So let's wait and see what they got. Show us what you got. Reanimate on the circuit mender. Okay. Well, that's definitely going to be one of our targets, because then that'll return it under our control. Alright, what are we doing? Oh, the planetarium. The planetarium. That is a good addition to Glarb, isn't it? I hadn't thought about that. Alright, let them get their info, and then we'll show them the bad news. They keep it on top. Oh, what we return? Okay. Yeah, we'll put it into our hand. That's fine. They have, ostensibly, a way to do this 2 more times. This is a decent combo. Only once each turn, though. Oh, okay, they can't do... Why can they... Oh, because they're bouncing it. They're bouncing it with Displacer Kitten. I see. Really? Okay, well... We may need to interrupt this. Yeah, we're gonna need to interrupt this. Oh, but they're... Oh, wait. They're targeting the circuit mender. Okay. That's fine, I guess. Okay. We're gonna wait and get maximum information for our time here with spectral restitching, I guess. We'll wait and see what they play. Okay. I'm just not sure we can stop this is the problem. I'm hoping they hit a dead end. I'm really hoping they've hit a dead end. Are you kidding me? Breach the multiverse. Okay. All right, then. Now they're stealing our stuff. Again, they're stealing our stuff. What is with you, arena players? What is with you? Oh my goodness. Are you serious? Do we have to sit through a 30-minute turn just so we can bounce? They took our commander? Well, no, they took Kaito. Shizuki is not our commander. What are you gonna do? You got all this treasure. The One Ring. Okay, do you think you really needed that? Just get out of here. You're stealing our stuff. You're taking forever turns. We could bounce a few things at this point, but they got Bolus's Citadel out there in the planetarium and bouncing it with Displacer Kitten. We should have scooped the second Displacer Kitten come down, honestly. It's a known troublemaker. I'm surprised it is still legal in Brawl, given that they've taken out so many other troublesome cards out of the format, Paradox Engine and Displacer Kitten definitely should go. I'm just saying. We've seen their full power already this hour. In the past half hour. They just enable infinite shenanigans all the time, which is not fun to sit there and just wait to see if you ever get a chance to interact. As you just saw, Healy and Suncrown. Here we go. This is a much better opening hand. This is what we want to see. Ornithopter, go. Are you gonna Path to Exile our Ornithopter? What's going on? Talk to us. Land tax. I don't think that's likely to come up unless they get bricked. Alright, let us grab a Watery Grave. We'll even shock that in. Bitter Blossom. Really? Light of Hope. Okay then. Oh, that must have been what was holding up priority. I thought it was, that's fine. I guess we don't want to, between Ornithopter or Bitter Blossom, I was fine. We don't need both. If we can find some victims for Oni to resurrect, that would be great. All right, we were doing a great job drawing lands. I wish we were drawing anything else. I don't think that 3 mana gets us anywhere. Biden of Thassa does, though. Biden of Thassa does. Well, let's counterspell that, you know. They did us a favor. Getting rid of our Bitter Blossom, let's rid them of an enchantment for the moment. Less is more. You know what? I will actually block. You got a pump spell, then you're welcome, I guess. Alright, let us go with Kaito Dancing Shadow. You cannot attack or block until our next turn. Ephemerate, okay. Oh well, what are you going to ephemerate? I guess they said no. No ephemeration needed. I will definitely block that there. Alright then. Well, now we're definitely going to say that you cannot attack or block. Alright. This is brilliant, actually. Let's go. Attack. I'll put that back in our hands for the Silver Fur Master. Flash out the Enduring Curiosity. Draw a card. Excellent. We will decline. Actually, no, we will not decline. We will play the Ornithopter and say that you also cannot attack or block until our next turn. Oh, there's Heliod. Oh, look at him go. Alright then, well. Alright, well, easily dealt with, I believe. All we have to do... Oh, Nightclub Bouncer is amazing here. Alright, so we just say that you cannot block and then attack. Well, I didn't calculate that very well, did I? I might have just messed up. I definitely just messed up, didn't I? Yeah, that was terrible. That was absolutely a terrible game move. What have I done? Oh, for some reason, I was thinking I would be able to double the Kaito there and get in, but I don't have a way to get unblockable right now. No, it's fine. I messed up. That was on me. Okay, well, we're all allowed one mulligan. Oh, don't laugh at me too hard in the comments. I was just so convinced that the ninjas should not be able to be blocked. They're ninjas. There's no way they're gonna block them, right? But we had nothing going. We had a great start, but we just could not draw into anything that was going to give us evasion. Or we had lots of card draw going on, but we couldn't draw into anything good. All right, Tara Branford, otherwise known as Urza, Lord High Artificer, comes into play, makes an Urza token, and taps artifacts for mana, no problem, and casts spells for free for 5 colorless, which is not hard to get to. Alright, we'll keep this. Alright, well, we have a 1/1 flyer. That's something. And then we can make Ornithopters. Let's go. Mishra's Bobble? Well, let's go ahead and get in for some damage then. How about an Emporium Thopterist? Now we get those Ornithopters, those sweet Ornithopters. Alright, yeah, Sapphire Medallion. Gonna double as a mana rock and discounting their blue spells. Okay, I like the Nexus here. I like the Ornithopter here. Let's go ahead and get in. Excuse me. And real quick, I'll be right back. Well, too much coffee today. Alright, well, we're gonna try to do that. I say we counter that. I like it. Yeah, that works. Alright, so we play the Ornithopter. Alright, we then attack in with this Ornithopter. We're gonna go... No, we don't need that. We need the Silencer. And we will, in fact, bounce back the Ornithopter. We will, in fact, discard an Ornithopter. And get rid of Urza, Lord High Artificer. We could deal with another land here. That would be nice. Alright, Foundry Inspector. Gonna make their Urza token a little bigger. We can deal with that with Baron Talarian Archmage. Alright, no blocks. And it's the Blue Mage way. Alright, my turn. Oh, nice. We got the Kaito Shizuki. Alright, and this one's... Okay. I think we gotta go with... Attack with this guy. Attack with this guy. Yeah, I thought they might block with the Silencer. Alright, so we're gonna bring back you. Ninjutsu and you, make a copy of you. And we will, in fact, discard that and destroy the token. So we didn't need to play Baron. That's fine. It'd be great if we could find another land. All these baubles. Look at them go. Alright. The Thopterist is honestly just absolutely, yeah. The Thopterist is actually a kill on side target in a ninja deck. You cannot let that stick around. And with that, that's going to do it for us today, man. I had fun playing with Kaito. I hope you guys had fun watching it. We didn't get to play too much of our Planeswalker. We were getting a hard time with our mana, but... you know, it is what it is. We still got there in the end. We had some fun cards with some fun plays, some fun games, and some non-fun games. A regular day playing Arena. As always, love one another. Be cool. Don't be a jerk. Have fun playing Magic the Gathering. We'll see you next time.